Get after it, MP.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their rabid fan base a night to remember. Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup, with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian. Hey, Doris, at what point in the year coaching staffs really starting to optimize their rosters?
Well, B.A., I think one of the fascinating things is after about 20 games, what teams do analytically is they're going to evaluate what are their best 2-man, 3-man, 4-man, and 5-man units. What are their plus minuses? What combinations work and don't work together? The fascinating piece is over the grind of an NBA season, there's always challenges. An injury that's poorly timed, or perhaps a trade at the deadline. So many things go into optimizing your roster.
It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. MP is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Webb in at the center position.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's MP. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Barnes passes to Quickly. Inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Solid IQ play right there from Emmanuel Quickly.
The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. They set the pick. MP right side. Here's Webb. Rebound Toronto. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA. Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Barnes. Now Edwards. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. 2 on the clock. Quickly finds Barnes. No good from outside. Magic trail by 6. Banchero the screen. MP the pass to Banchero. Here we go, one-on-one. Shot is good by Edwards.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Orlando calls timeout. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at Orlando, they love where they stand right now. First place. And, of course, there's Toronto. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
I like watching Barnes challenge defenses like this, earning these calls in the process.
And he sinks the second. Magic trail by 9. On the wing, MP, guarded by Dick. And here's MP from outside. This is another. He's 0 for 4.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
MP, the pass to Banchero to get back on track. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Tries a 10-footer, and it's Toronto with another.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Suggs finds MP. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Bucks is a man on a mission. He picked up 38 points, and he also turned in a season high in the rebound department. He was just sensational in that game. No one could stop him, and he knew it. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
The three from Barnes, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
MP, the pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Now, Banchero seizes the moment. Just open that window of opportunity, and he's going to get right in there.
And here's quickly. A 29-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
From deep. And it's Webb with a rebound. Magic trail by 12. Here's MP. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Now here's quickly. Still without a bucket. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Pulls it. They grab their own miss. And down it goes. 2 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Ball stolen. And now the Raptors on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And let's take a look now at some numbers for MP.
And for an idea.
For Toronto, Barnes comes in for Trent, and it's Rollins in for Dick. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. MP comes in for Wagner. Here's MP. Last game out, he had 38 points. Power move from MP.
Yeah, sometimes your teammate gets you open with a screen. MP able to capitalize.
So for Orlando right now, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Malik Monk is out there with MP, and it's Howard in at the 3.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Magic trail by 12. On the wing, MP, covered by Joe. MP making the long-range connection.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Walter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And the Raptors making a change here. Joe's checked in.
You see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barnes. Fires for three. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
This isn't the focus of Scotty Barnes' game, but you wonder how proficient he becomes from deep.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Isaiah Joe. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Pass to Pirtle. Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thanks, BA. The story today from Boston Nation, as the Celtics already have been altering the roster. They're very excited to welcome Mark Williams into their lineup. He's a 7-footer who can clean up the glass and get you buckets. He'll certainly help shore up their game down low.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Magic trail by 7. There's a screen. Fires the three. Nails it from 3. MP's got 16 points.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Suggs against Quickly. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Quickly with the ball. He's scoreless. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Goes up from the block. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, you can see how dominant Scotty Barnes is capable of being. This guy is so aggressive right now.
A nice shot by MP. MP's got 20.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Now Quickly. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Joe launches it. Barnes, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
They set the screen. And here's MP from outside. Mobo with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Some changes for Toronto. Edwards, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Dick in for Joe. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Howard. Here's Mobo. 15 in his last outing. And here's Dick. To the inside. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Suggs. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. MP scanning the floor. Suggs outside. MP a screen on quickly. Suggs no good. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Mobo on the wing. Grady Dick. Pass to Mobo. Here's Quickly. There's the triple. Drops in the 3.
Oh, this is Quickly's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile.
To the right side. 1:51 left in the first half. Offensive board. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Suggs. Wagner with a screen on quickly. MP outside. Buries it from 3. And it's now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
MP being involved from beyond the arc is trouble for the opposition.
1:16 left in the second. Pirtle finds Quickly. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Quickly's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
And here's MP from outside. He buries it from 3.
Oh, MP with the big response, the tough young competitor that he is.
Pass to Mobo. Quickly outside. Now here's Pirtle. Here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Suggs. 34 seconds left in the half. He's still feeling it. That's short off the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pirtle with a screen on Wagner. To the middle. Intercepted! Pass to Webb. From 17. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
So he gets them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
On the wing, MP. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Toronto out in front, leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it? Tyler Hero?
Tyler ball, hero ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They trail by 3. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. MP no good. Toronto leading by 3. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by MP. Banchero outside. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Quickley. From deep, MP. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 31 points.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Pass to Pirtle. To the paint. Dick gets the bucket. Dick's got 13 now.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
From deep, MP. And another 3 for Orlando.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Quickley passes to Pirtle. Back to Quickley. That shot missing. Great D that time from Suggs. Pass to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Toronto. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Dick, the pass to Barnes. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
MP outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Off target at the rim. The Magic have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Suggs. It's stolen by Pirtle. Quickley with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Dick with a miss. Orlando leading. MP, the pass to Banchero.
Banchero, one of those big men that does a little bit of everything, and the scary thing is he's got tremendous upside.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
The line for the Magic. Paolo Banchero. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Raptors trail by 4. Outside Barnes. Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land. Edwards has got 9 points.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
On the wing, Suggs. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Magic lead by 4.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Now here's Quickley. He's got 6. Pirtle with a screen on Suggs. To the middle. And it goes! As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Well, Jakob Poeltl, guys, may not be a stretch big, but what he does well is virtually everything else. He boards it. He plays incredible D, and he's a very good passer.
Offensive rebound. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Orlando shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Raptors trail by 4. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Left block shot on the way. Poeltl. It's hauled in by the Magic. Webb's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Dick. MP shot is off. The Raptors have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Barnes passes to Quickly. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
There's so much athleticism. Barnes explodes off the floor for the big jam.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's MP from outside. And another miss by Orlando.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jumps up. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
MP outside. The 11-footer. Good as the jump shot falls. MP's got 39.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Outside Barnes. Edwards looking it over. Counted from distance. Edwards has got 6 points in the quarter. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Here's MP. Here's Banchero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It is very difficult with his frame not to...
The Raptors with a lead. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Malik Monk is out there with MP, and it's Howard in at small forward. Pass to Rollins. Outside Barnes. Clock at 4. The 3-ball. And it's MP with a rebound.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
To tie it up. Outside Monk to take the lead. Hits a 3-pointer.
Boy, what a great find by Carter Jr. Not a ball-stopping big man. You gotta love it.
Toronto shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Joe misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
MP outside. Banchero the screen. From deep, MP. Rebound Toronto. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that'll wrap up what has been a 5-game homestand for them. Pass to Mobo. This one for 3. And again, Toronto, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Banchero the screen. Here's MP. And here's Howard. Picked by Carter. From deep, MP. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game. Quickly is checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Magic. Suggs is checked in for Monk. Barnes fielded it out a bit. Over Banchero. And again, Toronto, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. MP makes his move, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 41.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Barnes with a screen on Suggs, and they call an illegal screen here.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted, pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Banchero the screen. Here's MP. Ooh, bruising drive from MP.
Boy, you can't allow MP to get into the lane. Even when you body up to him, he's still able to score it.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Howard. Back to MP. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 46.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
There's a screen. Here's Mobo. Here's Walter. Joe on the wing. The shot to stop the run. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Howard. That's tipped. Here's Mobo. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time now.
Here's MP. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll host the Miami Heat. Then on Wednesday, they head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Joe. MP no good. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Mobo from 7 feet and out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-4 run. Banchero the screen. MP the pass to Banchero. Banchero delivers inside.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Barnes. Here's Mobo. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to quickly. Over Suggs. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 11 rebounds in the game. MP up top. Guarded by Quickly. Banchero in the post. And he lays it up and in. And now an 11-point Magic lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Toronto making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Here's the pick. Here's MP. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Banchero. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Raptors. Here's Quickly. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Magic leading by 9. MP outside. The kick out to Banchero. Wagner for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got 27.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Now here's MP. Guarded by Dick. MP no good. Toronto's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Drills it from deep.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Barnes.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
And so he makes both from the line. Raptors trail by 6. On the wing quickly. He's covered by Suggs. And that one's good. And that's a double-double for him now.
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And that's going to send MP to the free throw line. That one on Barnes.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position. You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Quickly outside. From 13. And another basket for Toronto.
Quickly, just a calm demeanor in the biggest of moments. That is beautiful basketball.
Here's MP. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Joe's checked in for Quickly. .151 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Mobo. From downtown. The rebound by MP.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
MP beats the contact.
MP showing you he's not afraid to mix it up. Absorbs the contact, no problem.
1:21 left in the fourth. Outside Dick. The three is up. They get the rebound. Back to Joe. Tries again. Dick gets the bucket. Dick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Outside Joe. Picked by Pirtle. Three-pointer. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Edwards against Wagner. Pass to Mobo. Back to Edwards. Now here's Joe on the wing. Grady Dick. Outside Joe. And here's Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Joe to take the lead. It's rebounded by Wagner. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's the second personal foul. 15
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Oh, pressure here for MP, folks.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
And Toronto calls time here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Pirtle finds Edwards. And again. Toronto, no good. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Can't connect. So it's Orlando picking up the win. And that evens up their record in group play. What an NBA Cup it's been.
Yeah, the competition during this tournament has been unreal. Unfortunately, 2 losses in this round usually means you're going home.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
You earned that one.